Transmitting to you from Old Heart Radio.
Lift off and the clock has started.
Ho, 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 ho. Okay. No, it's not Santa, although you might want it to be. It's just another Old Heart Radio podcast. It's been like a shot. We had like about a week off, and that's mostly because I got a hole in my mouth where my tooth used to be.
Yeah, you got that from Jeremiah's Toothcracker playlist.
Dude, that motherfucking playlist cursed me. I was just kicking myself after that because I kept looking at that just Toothcracker. I was like, that son of a bitch. You knew.
Ironically.
Yeah, like I literally, not to dwell on it too much, but I literally, my tooth broke while eating a chewy granola bar.
Oh my goodness.
I was thinking it was going to be a corn nut because those things are notorious.
Dude, I wish, man. At least the corn nut, I would have saved my rep.
Yeah, but you could smell the corn nuts across the classroom.
Yes, because you open up that bag and it explodes in a bunch of corn nut dust that permeates every fucking nook and cranny of the classroom.
Yeah, corn nuts and like ranch powder that they put on it.
Yeah. Disgusting.
Chili
pungent fungus emitting spores into the room.
Oh man. So hopefully we'll get through this playlist without losing any teeth, but we might lose some dignity along the way in the next couple episodes.
Doesn't matter if you've already lost it.
That's true. It's like, if it ain't there, it just ain't there. But this is actually, I really had fun with this one, and I really enjoyed each of the playlists that we had put together for this. But this, if you read the title, is like the beginning of the round of guilty pleasure music that we all enjoy. And first off, we're gonna go through Mr. McGrady's here. He's slapped together a nice little playlist. We put together about a 5 to 6 track playlist each. Of just, let's just say wonderful songs. I'm sorry.
I don't feel guilty at all.
Yeah, you don't have to yet because we're actually not on you. I forgot the machine overlords dictated that Nick goes first.
Oh yeah. That's
right. Oh yeah. I'm going first.
Surprise.
No, I think Caleb's onto something though. I think it's really hard to feel guilty nowadays that we don't have, we're not trying to impress each other all the goddamn time. I don't feel any. I feel some guilt for some of these.
You should.
I
didn't like yours.
I do agree with you guys. Like, I mean, the guilt is like the most arbitrary thing about these playlists at this point. But I just want to jump in though because I'm just hearing it in my ear here, Nick. What's this Veronica's song, "Untouched"? Where did this come from on your list?
By the Veronicas. I fucking love this song. I don't know what it is. It's fun. It's big dumb synth sounds. It's like really shitty recorded guitars and like a totally simplistic beat, utter nonsense lyrics. It's just great. I love it. It's a good song.
I just love when the hook comes in. I feel so untouched. Like that hits me every time.
What you mean? The first part of the lyrics doesn't emotionally tug your heartstrings? Of you say ooh ooh, I say la 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 la.
It's definitely like I've never really listened to the Veronicas, so like just kind of having this thrown at me, I was like. I didn't know. Is this what they're about? Is this?
I'm pretty sure they are. They're still active, but I think this was like the only hit of theirs that really took off.
Okay.
Because they're like some Australian band, and they've been doing this for like 30, 20 years now. I don't know. Long time.
Dang.
Longer than I thought.
Yeah, I mean, it's like a hefty career at least. Like, maybe that's that's the perk of this song is like it gave them some life to their career, but it's just I think simplistic is like the word for it for sure. I mean, not that I have better things on my list, but it's like
you've got some good stuff on your list.
I got some gems on there, but yeah, it's like it just reminds me of like I don't know that that basic drum beat in the background that just drives everything. Like,
oh my god, it's so consistent that like I've heard it so many times now that beat is like it's almost annoying to me now because I'm just playing the song nonstop. Yeah. But every once in a while, my ears will just like fixate on one part of the song, and it just ruins it. So I haven't actually listened to it in about a week.
Just the random clapping noise on the keyboard.
Yeah,
I actually really like that. They used like the shittiest like drum synthesizer from the '80s. I don't know what it was, but I know that clap sound. I know those shitty little synth.
Yeah, they're using the generic keyboard that everybody had all those programmed sounds in it, and then like the percussion one had random DJ sounds on it and DJ.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like whatever keyboard they used to make this song also had the entertainer on there.
Yeah.
Oh man.
No, I mean, Jameson, how'd you feel about the Veronica's Untouched?
Yeah, I'm sure I've heard this before, but I don't like it really at all. It's just so generically early 2000s edgy pop. Like, you know, this fits like Pink is kind of in the exact same genre as this, where it's like for teenage girls who feel kind of edgy but don't want to listen to anything that wouldn't be on the radio still. So
it might be in a Rick D's list, but you also have that really cool haircut with the bangs.
That's a name I haven't heard in a long time.
I went through everyone's playlist with Amy, and strangely, like, she knew so many songs off these lists that I had not heard, and she knew like all the words to this song, so that was kind of a disappointment. But
yes, I get extra points for that for getting the spousal approval.
Yeah,
actually, it's gonna get negated because I showed this playlist to my girlfriend. She went, the Veronicas, Nick. She was guilty. She was disappointed in you, and so was I, because this is hot garbage. Most of your playlist.
You know what this reminds me of is that really shitty Russian band Tattoo.
Yeah, I almost put
I like them.
I almost put everything, all the things you said on my playlist. Yeah, it was either going to be Tattoo or the Veronicas. I was going to do.
You should have picked Tattoo.
The exact same fucking band.
No, they're not. Tattoo's good.
Tattoo's good. I don't know if I agree with that, but I do agree with the Veronicas not being that great. So, okay, but what came into the next song? Because the next song was like it's kind of a more current song a little bit. Like, well, at least that band's still active, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. It's like an Ice Nine Kills song, which is like the first track that I've actually ever like looked them up and listened to. All right, so thank God it's Friday. It's definitely horror movie themed, right?
Yes. So Ice Nine Kills is the one thing on this entire playlist that I would consider to actually be a guilty pleasure instead of a song that's just like kind of embarrassing, because I feel actual guilt listening to Ice Nine Kills. It's the cringiest shit I've ever heard in my life, and I eat it up.
What makes it so cringy though? Is it just because? Go for it, Caleb.
If you like Ice Nine Kills, do you also secretly listen to Attila? Because they're kind of in the same category.
I disagree.
What categories does this band fall in, though, real quick?
Horseshit.
Right. So imagine you're a 14-year-old girl and you just went to Hot Topic for the first time like 2 or 3 weeks ago, and you hear this band and it is officially the coolest thing you've ever experienced in your entire life.
Definitely.
You just know in your bones that this is the coolest moment of your life.
Yeah, this is just the 14-year-old scene girl's just fucking dream come true of a band. It's gross. It's so bad.
Like the thing about me, like I don't particularly dig this track. I'm not trying to defend them, but the thing that bothers me is that like they've taken such an essentially cool idea and they've like turned it into something that is like not really appealing. It's like they base a lot of their stuff off of horror movies and villains and like all these things. They have this like huge like horror aesthetic that they try to present. But you're right, Nick. They go about it with this like really like edgy sort of scene way, and it just like fucks it up.
Oh, yeah.
It's like instead of like embracing and like making some like nasty stuff or like some really like interesting like music based on these like horror elements, it's like you really play into this like, I don't know, you just play into the scene. And so it's like I imagine that like their performances, I don't know, I don't know what these guys look like, but I imagine they're just all very like,
oh, they're very pretty, which is also why the 14-year-old goth girl is.
They're just pretty boy,
like AFI or something like that.
Yeah, and so I just imagine that like it's just like kind of a, how do I say it, a shtick.
Oh, it's very much a shtick. I don't know how these guys are still continuing. I have to assume that this 14-year-old girl I keep describing makes up like most of their audience, and then also me apparently.
Yes,
because.
But like I said, dude, I feel like you can get sucked into it, like with the idea, and the next thing you know, you're just like, wait, what the fuck am I listening to?
You can, and the thing is that these fucking guys, if you're not paying attention to the singer or the lyrics or what's going on, like these guys are making some heavy fucking riffs. It's so good at some points and really bad at others. But
I did notice that. Like, there's a few parts that it's like, oh, this is pretty cool riff, but it's just, the way that they are and like the vocal input is like, ugh, come on. It's almost good, but that's it. That's a great. They're like almost good, but I'm still embarrassed to listen to them. Well, as a whole, like there are good parts, but
yeah.
It sounds very generic screamo 2000s. Like, I definitely think when I was in high school, this would have I would have played this. And
I mean, they were one of the bands from back then. They just changed their sound and went with a more horror movie thing. But back then they were just generic screamo.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
And
yeah. So you're exactly on the money.
Yeah. And it's just like, it's not really. I guess you guys have said it, but it's just not really interesting enough to garner replay.
Well, and that's what sucks, dude. Is like before we did these playlists, like I was sitting there thinking like how fun it would be to like, I don't know, do like an EP from like Michael Myers' perspective or something like that, right? But then I was like, oh fuck, that basically exists and in a really shitty way through this band. And then like when you put it on this playlist, and I was like, okay, I'm actually going to listen to this band finally. And then I was like, oh, I'm never going to listen to this band anymore. It kind of made me like not want to ever pursue that idea either, because then people would just be like, you're just ripping off Ice Nine Kills.
Yeah,
oh god, can you imagine being accused of that,
dude? That would be the worst. It's like wanting having nothing to do with that and then still being accused of that. You're just like, oh god damn it! I would never want to get creative again.
Just fucking quit.
Yeah. Yep. I will never record anything ever. Okay. The next song, though, I will say this, Nick. It kind of took a hard turn.
Hard.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you went off the highway onto a back road.
You went on the 509 back road over here.
Was it a red dirt back road?
Luke Combs, beer never broke my heart.
All right. I've said so many things. I've talked so much shit about pop country on this podcast. This is every single aspect of this song I have described as something I don't like about pop country. And I fucking love this song. It's just a good song, man. It's really good. It's got all the lyrics you're looking for. His fucking dog runs off and his truck breaks down. Like, are you shitting me? He's probably doing that to satirize everything. But that song just fucking slaps, man. It's really good.
Well, that's kind of what I was wondering about it. I was like, are some of the, like, in terms of like some of the lyrics at least, like, was he just doing that just to roll with the fucking, the idea of the song in general? Because it sounds like a really, I don't know, kind of like spot on, just sort of like country, like, background song for me at least. Like, this is what I imagine
checking
most
off
country
boxes
sounds like.
of things to talk about in a country song. He's just like, well, I hit my quota on these topics.
It's like
write another song like this ever again.
It's like a bingo board.
Is that like one of
country?
Is that like one of his things though, or is he like a serious country artist?
Oh, he's serious. Oh yeah, he's an arena sellout giant star right now. So I don't think it was done like as a joke or anything. I just think that's what sells. Yeah, well, I mean, that's kind of what's interesting, I guess, also about it then is like he just sort of made a song of fucking, like Nick said, he just made a song that slaps and like it just fucking rolled.
It was good. That chorus, if you were to describe that chorus to me and the way he hits those syllables on the front end, I would just tell you that's about to be a thing that I fucking loathe. And it's just so good. It gets stuck in my head. That long neck, ice cold beer never broke my heart.
Jesus Christ.
Oh my God.
I will say Luke Combs, like, it's not the genre of country that I enjoy, but the guy can fucking sing. He's got pipes. Like, he does a lot of stuff on YouTube where he's just doing acoustic by himself, and he can fucking sing. It's just not the right style.
See,
if anyone else watches Meat Eater, he was a guest on a Meat Eater episode on Netflix.
Oh snap.
The dude does look like he can handle some meat.
He's a big dude.
Like, he looks like the kind of dude that would win the wings challenge and then order like seconds.
Yeah. Anybody want to go get a burger after that? Kale, how'd you feel about this song? You want to get?
I think Dusty had something.
Oh, I just had
what you got, Gil?
on this.
Hot
if
take?
you were to ask me, what country singer is this? And you could have convinced me that it was any Luke Bryan. I mean, because he doesn't have this like voice that's like, I don't know. He just sounds like every other fucking country singer.
Yeah.
Well,
and that's the unfortunate part. It doesn't have anything that really sticks. I mean, I can tell Garth Brooks from country singers, but there's like 10 country artists right now that they're all the same person to me.
Why would you do it different when Brooks and Dunn figured out the formula like 30 years ago?
Yep.
Well, that's what. Yeah, exactly. That's what I was thinking. It's like maybe that's just the point. He just hit like he knew exactly the place he needed to hit with this song.
It's just that Nashville fucking factory. It's no different than regular pop music or anything. It's just this factory. They churn out these artists.
It's crazy though. It sells out. I'm all over the U.S. Just in minutes, it sells out. They sell out in even over in Europe. Like countries huge in England apparently.
That is so wild to me.
Yeah, I don't fucking get it. But I've heard of country artists like selling out giant soccer stadiums in England, and it's like, holy fuck.
I feel like I need to lie down.
Yeah.
Like what?
I've been doing it all wrong.
I'm kind of on the same page with what Dusty said. It's pretty like, generic, I guess, but he is a talented singer, and it's something that would be fine in the background, but not interesting enough to like sit down and be like, oh, I'm going to listen to this like I would with Sturgill or something.
No, I mean, I didn't hate it
for sure.
From a guilty pleasure standpoint. I've had many nights of like drinking and just listening to shitty pop country music that I thoroughly enjoyed.
Not me.
Don't get me wrong there, but yeah.
Well, what about the switch from there though? Because this is what like one of the things I've been digging about this list so far is that it just goes from hard cut to hard cut.
Yeah, if Jeremiah's playlist was the tooth cracker, this is the jawbreaker.
Yeah, dude, because like, where did this Stitches song come from? Brick in Your Face by Stitches.
This should be completely unsurprising to any of you, but the person that showed me Stitches, particularly Brick in Your Face, was Luke Gillespie. Yep. But he just showed us this music video, and he's like, this guy's 19 years old, and it's this big fucking dude. He's like 6'8" or something, and like 250 pounds. And he's just like,
his face.
He's got like his tattoos, or this. He had these tattoos at this point of these like stitches going from either side of his mouth, and he looked like this fucking rag doll. He's just gross.
Yep.
The music video it's one of the best things that you can ever watch. Like when it gets to the I love selling blow part.
That's what I was like,
oh my god.
Like this is one of those guys that like you immediately wonder like is this real life or is this like fiction for him?
No, it's totally real.
Yeah, he's legit.
I remember seeing an article about this a couple years ago. I don't remember how, but I saw the music video a couple years ago when it came out, and then I read up, and I'm pretty sure he's in prison right now for selling blow. So,
oh shit! Who would have thought that?
Let me
who would have
check.
thought?
I know he
that would make him authentic.
I know he was getting in with the Juggalos recently.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
So I hadn't heard you'd been to prison. Let me check on that.
Just quick side note. I don't know if any of you guys watch this show called AP Bio, but there's this great line I'm going to steal from there. Juggalos look like everybody else when they don't have their paint on. So, yeah, like, really, like, kind of trying. It's hard to pick them out of a crowd, you know.
That's right.
When they don't have their paint on, they look just like you and me.
Oh man.
Fucking Juggalos, dude.
right.
So does he actually have affiliation with Jugs, or is he just like? Any of you guys know that?
I think he's just a big white dude that raps. So I think he was just naturally drawn into the world of Juggalos. So I know he played at the Gathering for a couple seasons.
It's an intriguing.
It's like if we were
societal place.
if 1982 crew, all of us were like 6'8", we all could have been in the Juggalo gang too.
I don't think so, because he earned his reputation from dealing hard drugs in a really rough scene as a young teenager.
We're all 6'8", 300 pounds. We might be Juggalos.
Like, there's not a lot of rappers left that just straight up rap about crime.
Yeah, I mean, he's
fair. That's true.
Authentic, but
yeah, that dude's legit.
It's a horrible song. It's not good.
No, it's so bad.
Yeah, but
I'll throw a brick in your face.
Oh my god. Oh, there was something else. I don't know if you guys have been keeping up on South Park, but there's the episode where they were like doing the drug ring in the nursing home. And it was all the old people. It was like Stan's grandma or someone that was running like a drug ring.
That was like a few seasons back, because I haven't watched any of the recent seasons, but that sounds familiar with the grandpa running a drug ring.
I don't know.
Yeah, there was like an organized crime ring in the nursing home, and they used this song, like particularly when the grandma was running around the nursing home, like using her enforcers to beat the shit out of the other old people to get their money. They just had that "better have my money when I come to collect."
Oh my god.
Open in the background.
I was not a fan of this song.
Did you not like it?
No. This is kind of.
I thought you would, Caleb. I thought you'd connect with this one.
Wow, that's really crazy. He's authentic. That's cool. I hope that. I don't know. I hope he does better for himself with his choices.
Change your.
I don't want to say anything bad about him because apparently
A changed man.
He's a giant. So I'm not going to talk shit about him because I don't want to get killed.
you come throw a brick in your face.
Exactly. But this is kind of the quintessential example of my least favorite genre of music that exists in the universe.
Say it right, motherfucker.
Genre.
It's very aggressive rap, we'll say. That's for sure. I don't know if I'd go out of my way to listen to more Stitches, but you know.
I think the gavel is in order for me. You have the gavel.
Was that it? Was that it?
There it is. That's it.
There we go.
Wait, now it's stuck. It's looping. It's looping. Oh God.
Perfect.
I can't stop it. It's done.
Gavels.
Lots of gavels.
Control.
Gavel hates Stitches as well.
We've missed a few, so there you go. Yeah, I don't know, man. I guess I've seen the face and I've never listened to a song, so I probably, I don't know, unless I got like a brick to throw through a window or something, I probably won't find myself popping that track on anytime soon.
I feel like clarifying the brick is a brick of cocaine. It's not a building brick. So you
Either
shove
way,
that brick in your face. What are you gonna do with it? Are you gonna pay up?
I thought it was cum, actually, like the first time
Come
I saw
on.
it. The title.
A brick of cum?
Yeah, I'm gonna brick. Brick is a slang term for ejaculation.
Is it really now?
Yeah.
Oh, it was in Clerks
Like-
2 when Sam bricked in Frodo's mouth.
Yes. So when I saw brick in your face, that's the first thing I thought of.
Oh my god. It's all bad.
It's all bad. Well,
I don't
okay.
know. Would you rather take a brick to the face or get bricked in your face?
I'd rather take a brick to the face, probably. I mean, it depends on the circumstance. Like if
If this is going on record, yeah, hit me with the building brick. My real answer is honestly, I could wash a brick off my face. I can't wash a broken nose off. I don't like any of it. It's all bad.
we're gonna gavel this conversation here. Okay, but so from Stitches to what the fuck happened next?
This is Rhapsody of Fire's hit song. It's actually a hit in Italy. The Magic of the Wizard's Dream, featuring Christopher Lee.
Sir Christopher Lee.
I mean,
Sir
R.I.P.
Christopher Lee, may he rest in hell, where he's probably in a high-ranking position.
probably. It's a beautiful song. I mean, it's, you know, and anything that involves Christopher Lee is like worth, you know, at least looking at once. But I'm hearing him kick in right now, and it's incredible. His voice is just so deep, and like he just hits it. Fucking, I've been rewatching the extended editions of the Lord of the Rings, and his performance as Saruman still. You just like once you see him in actually some action in some of those extended scenes, it kind of flushes out that character. But we don't need to talk about that.
He just plays a good bad guy.
S-tier Saruman, S-tier performer, Christopher Lee, may he rest in hell. Okay.
So
Totally
this song,
lost my train of thought.
it's off of an EP. Is the EP like much like? Have you listened to the full EP?
Okay, so it was on 2 EPs. So there was one EP. It's just the Magic of the Wizard's Dream EP.
Yeah,
that's the one that's included on this playlist. That is not the good EP. That's just the same song and in different languages.
Okay.
I guess they thought this was
There's
really
a German version of
just
it.
gonna go places as a song.
International.
But the actual EP was off the Dark Secret EP, I believe. And there was like 4 songs on there. One was Unholy War Cry. Another was fuck, what was it? No, I can't remember. Anyways, all the songs on that are good. It's
Nick,
the most preposterous power metal that I loved to listen to in high school.
Yeah, you've been playing this since high school. I remember you putting on Unholy War Cry in my fucking big old pickup with the subs and stuff, and like riding around on the hood of my truck blasting that.
Yep. Yeah, I definitely remember that. It's but it's great. It's Sir Christopher Lee in his most Christopher Lee manner. He's like the narrator of the overarching story of the album. And then he just sings on this song, which I thought was too fucking funny. Because it's also good.
It was so unexpected though. Like even seeing his name kind of like attached to it, you're sort of like, what the fuck does Christopher Lee have to do with this? And then, but as soon as he kicks in, like I said, like you're just like, oh.
I mean, even now, I still kind of have this thought, like, what does Christopher Lee have to do with this? Why is he here?
Everything.
What is happening?
Yeah, I mean,
well, he's a wizard.
I think he probably was. This song, I honestly, this is the song I have the least amount of qualms with on the whole thing. Like, I'm not. I was like, this song, I could get mystical to this song, you know. I could pick up a tree branch and try and cast a spell while listening to this.
I found it sonically pleasing.
Sonically pleasing. He consumed it. What about you, Jameson? What's your overall take on it? Would you ever listen to this full album, like the album it's on? Unless
no.
Nick made you?
Probably already has listened to this full album.
I mean, I've probably listened to a lot of it with Nick, but it's just this song is fucking bizarre. Like and I mean I understand that this is their thing and whatever, but fuck, it's just bizarre. That's what I'll have to say about it.
What about you, Gil? What's it?
Oh, I enjoyed it. I have to listen to some more of this stuff, but I knew James was going to hate it because he hates this theatrical bullshit.
Nailed it.
No, I enjoyed it. I didn't realize that was Christopher Lee, though. So.
Oh my goodness! How could you not know?
I don't know. I just saw some generic, baritone singer.
He has such a deep and amazing voice that he doesn't even have to be
singers out there. It could have been
sure, but he doesn't even have to be good at singing. He can just do his voice, and it's good.
Have you listened to the Italian version, Nick? See, this is the English version.
I've listened to parts of all of the versions, probably because I was on YouTube trying to find the English version, and I just kept stumbling across the wrong one. It's the same. It's the same song, but in Italian and German. And
I just love the cover of like him standing amongst the orchestra, like Christopher Lee amongst the orchestra, just like you can tell he's practicing his epic entrance. Oh my god, dude!
See, I didn't look closely to tell that was him. I was just like, there's a bunch of people playing instruments.
Yeah, this song gets big, that's for sure. But that's not the only song on that's not the last song on the playlist.
Oh, it's not? What is it?
What else is on the playlist?
All right.
I believe we have a song called "The Docks" by String Lights.
Docks.
Oh, a quick word from our sponsor.
String Lights, everybody. Why is this on your Guilty Pleasures playlist, Nick?
Hi, everyone. Hi, everyone. I'm String Lights. This is on my Guilty Pleasures playlist so I could sneak in some shameless self-promotion. And it worked. So now I'm going to talk about it.
I didn't even know.
So this is my first actual Spotify release. I'm pretty... Oh, hi, puppy.
Oh, my dogs are going crazy in the background.
So this is my first actual release. I've got it on Spotify now. What? Isn't it? What's going on?
I don't know. You do have it on Spotify. What else is it on besides Spotify, though?
No, never mind. Oh, it's on. So edit this whole
Flannery's network.
Yeah.
Bandwidth is low.
Oh, is that what it is?
I don't know.
Your bandwidth is low.
All right.
My computer just said, Nick.
I'm gonna take it from the top.
So why'd this end up on your list?
Cut that out.
Oh, okay. So I put it on my list because I'm gonna sneak in some shameless self-promotion, and so please go listen to my new song, "The Docks." It's on Spotify, it's on Apple Music, it's on Amazon Music, and like 30 other platforms that I didn't really pay attention to. It's on Tidal if anyone actually has Tidal.
I don't even know what that is.
What's the?
But it's on
Jay-Z
here,
one?
and it does. Dude, I will say this, man. Your song has some fucking energy to it. So it's something I really love about it. Like it immediately like kicks you into fucking overdrive mode when you listen to it. So I'm into it, man. Are you gonna be putting out more stuff on those
because
platforms?
Of the gratuitous motorcycle sound effect. Yep. So I've got another single I'm going to be releasing in the next. That's exactly the vibe I was going for. Anything if someone just names off some type of like 80s nostalgia, like movie or game wise, yep, that's what I was going for. Good job. Good job, me, not me.
Yeah, we'll have more
you,
takes
me.
on the next episode about it. I have a feeling it's on somebody else's.
Some more
playlist.
takes. Oh, that's true. Yeah.
Well,
but
I mean,
yeah.
Yeah, like I said, dude, I dig it. I don't know. The
I
rest
really
of you guys
enjoyed it. Yeah, I was
Everyone
just
else,
like,
tell me your thoughts on it, and if you say anything bad, I'll whoop your ass.
it makes me feel like I should be driving in a DeLorean at sunset, and yeah, just
I mean that's perfect.
or
right
maybe
there.
a motorcycle,
No,
with like a laser gun or something.
well,
I don't think of a specific 80s movie. I just think of a dystopian cyber future.
See, what I get is, you know the movie Heavy Metal?
oh yeah.
Yes.
But if we were in like Tokyo, and so I have the big titted blonde on the car with me, Heavy Metal, and we're cruising down the highway in like Tokyo, and it's kind of that twilight, but you have the lights of the city overhead, and we're just cruising. That's
I think you're just describing the movie Akira.
Dude.
And then I pull up
Sounds
to Dusty
like-
at a stoplight, and we race each other.
We wink
And-
at each other.
Yeah, and the guy with the saxophone and the muscle shirt is just sitting in the back of my car playing.
Oh, yep.
And one of us is the
Saxaboom.
Nos.
Whoever wins out of your guys' race has to go on to race Vin Diesel as well.
Yeah, well, and I bet the blonde in the car with me.
Oh my god!
That's how confident I am.
Monica. Okay. I mean, you know, I thought it was funny, like not just for the fact that like you put it on your list, Nick, just because it's your song, but it's like truthfully, when I go back and listen to music I've made, I feel weirdly guilty about it sometimes, where I'm like, should I be enjoying this as much as I am?
Oh, I get
Because
that.
it's something I've made, but it's like, fuck it, dude. I get a kick out of it. So do you genuinely actually get a kick out of like listening to your song? That's kind of what I want to know.
Yeah, it's I'm enjoying it right now. Especially, it's still very fresh, and I'm super proud of particularly that heavy ass riff right at the end.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I thought that went real hard.
I'm glad you kept it.
Yeah, that was super exciting. I am glad I kept that in the song. I debated taking it out because I thought it didn't fit, and then I decided I did not care.
Nah, dude, let it rip.
Yep. That's one of the only things people have even specifically commented on was the ending. It was like, oh yeah, that part was good. Yeah. Guess the rest sucked though.
No. What does that say? Existential dread. Man, no, I think it's cool. I think I've never put anything out on Spotify aside from like obviously this podcast. Which, if you're listening, follow us on Spotify. But yeah, no. So I think it's cool that you're getting yourself out there, man. Really.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've been doing quite a lot to promote it. I've been like making TikToks and buying ad space on websites and social media platforms.
Well, that's why Instagram crashed.
Yeah,
pouring it out.
It actually happened exactly when I was getting all of that set up, and I was wondering for a minute if I uploaded like the wrong audio file. It just broke everything.
You put a Trojan horse into Instagram.
But,
took down Zuckerberg's whole network.
Stringlight's arch nemesis, Zuckerberg.
All right. Well,
oh,
so that's one. You thought we usually cover one playlist, hot dogs, but we're going through a few here. We're giving you some juicy stuff. So, Nick, I would say overall, like your playlist, I wouldn't feel like I found some like random stuff that I would probably like. I would definitely listen to that Rhapsody of Fire song again, which I know that sounds so strange, but
really?
Yeah, I know. It's I'm gonna feel guilty about it in the future, you know what I mean?
Oh man.
But I don't know, man. I'd say it's a successful guilty pleasures list, if you ask me.
Well,
You should feel guilty.
I
do.
wanted to give it the Tenacious D F+ for a pass, but I think it's just got to get a straight F because I won't re-listen to any of this except for our sponsor, String Lights.
Yeah.
Bonus track.
No, I'm kind of on a similar page. Although I agree with Jared, like Rhapsody of Fire is amazing, and I like String Lights, and the rest of it, I was really kind of disappointed in you. Yours was the worst playlist that anyone put together.
Really?
Why would you be
compared to mine?
Yours was so much better, Nick.
Compared to mine, man.
What?
No.
Mine's show
Nick,
tunes on it.
Nick, you get the gavel except for the last two.
Ugh. Damn.
Good lord.
Well, I guess that's why it's a guilty pleasure playlist, because your friends will be disappointed in you when they find out.
Yep.
I wasn't disappointed.
God, the harshness of it all.
Oh man.
Got it on yourself.
All right. Well, I mean, yeah.
Who's next on the chopping block?
So that brings on Jared.
I think that brings it to me. Yeah. So I don't know how you guys. I mean, if you guys didn't feel strongly about Nick's, I mean, mine's a different beast for sure.
I enjoyed it, actually.
I feel like I need to give you a conservatorship after this, Jared.
Which leads us right into the first song.
Exactly.
You know, I mean, sometimes
Sad.
you just gotta, you gotta pump yourself up. Okay. Sometimes you just gotta listen to a little B Spears and say like, I am stronger.
Hashtag free Britney.
Hey, Britney's freed. All right.
Did they get her out?
Yeah, they're finally ending that thing, I think, but which does seem kind of shitty. But we don't need to. That's not on us.
We don't need to talk politics tonight.
This song, Britney Spears always gets me, deep down. At the end of the day, every day. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm just rambling at this point. No, I was going through and I was trying to pick out a Britney Spears song because like I don't know why, but for some reason some of these songs just hit me, and this song it definitely does though. My loneliness ain't killing me no more, boys. All right.
She's stronger than she was yesterday.
So how'd you guys feel about the song though?
I'm a fan. I like Britney. I prefer Toxic. I think that's a great song, but
Toxic
is a good one. It's just like, I don't know. I wanted to like make a montage of me lifting weights with this song playing. Not very much weight because I'm out of shape, but
you know,
it pumps you up.
It's
good shit. Nothing bad to say about Britney.
I mean, come on. Let's just be honest. This is probably one of her best tracks. Can we all say that?
It's up there.
Sure. Exactly.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, why not? Why not? Well, okay. What do you like better? Hit Me Baby One More Time or Stronger?
Hit Me
Toxic.
Baby One More Time.
Ah, fuck.
Drive Me Crazy. Toxic.
Yeah.
Okay.
She's So Lucky. She's a Star. I can go all night.
Really? You'd put that song above Stronger?
She's so lucky.
Well, I just think this song hits.
It's a good song.
They all hit. Britney's the best. She's amazing.
The real question is, would any of you go see her in Vegas, though?
I don't think I could afford to.
I don't think I could either, honestly.
I can't support her scumbag father.
Oh, yeah.
It's over. It's over. That concern.
Well, if it's over and she gets to keep her money and be free, then yes, I will support Britney.
Britney's free.
If somebody provided me tickets, I would go see it. I don't think I would spend a penny to do it, but I would go.
I suppose I'm kind of on the fence. I don't think I'd spend the money to do it either necessarily. I probably would though if somebody just gave me tickets. Like if somebody was like, "Hey man, I can't make it. You want to go to this Britney Spears, her Las Vegas set?" And be like, "Do I have to go to Las Vegas? Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it." Would I enjoy it? The whole set? Probably not. Would I enjoy this song? Most definitely.
I will say, like, Britney Spears really, like, you have to give it to her overall career. You know, she kind of made that pop diva genre of the early 2000s and really made it huge. But I heard enough of it on KW3 when I was growing up, and I don't need to hear it really ever again.
Fair enough. Well, what about like, I mean, Britney Spears aside, let's just go on to the next track. It's kind of another sort of poppy song, I'd say, from Fall Out Boy. Sugar, We're Going Down. How like this? It's one of those like I suppose I don't know. I don't really get into Fall Out Boy like at all, except for like this song for some reason hits a certain like nostalgic place. Like there's like a certain time and space where I know this song fits, and I think that's why it's on the list. You know what I mean?
It's very catchy, but
especially this album.
I don't like it. I mean, they're talented group, much success, all that's good, but he has some like new additions to maybe the alphabet. I don't know. It sounds like he's doing some Elemento shit, but it's just it's fucking catchy. It'll get stuck in your head like no other. But I always just remember this one time. The first time I heard this song, I was in my mom's van when I was, I don't know how old I was, but I looked over and there's this car in the Safeway parking lot next to me, and there's this guy just screaming this song like very, very, very enthusiastically,
super passionately.
It was Jared actually in that car.
It probably was.
Hang on.
This guy was so pumped, and his girlfriend was just sitting there like looking like, "Oh my god, what are you doing?" And I kind of sided with her.
So I have an eerily similar story with just the exact same song. Me and Pat were camping in Yellowstone, and this dude, like, he was a pretty cool dude. We met him during the daytime, and he was fine, but he just got drunk as fuck. But like when me and Pat were trying to sleep, we'd been like awake for like 20 hours or something. We were just trying to sleep in our goddamn camp spot, and this guy was just drunk off his ass, belting out this exact song while his girlfriend was trying to quiet him down.
Oh my God.
Eventually, it went on for like 45 minutes until one of the neighbors yelled at him to shut the fuck up.
This is not like You and your friends like getting a little toasty and singing Hawthorne Heights is one thing.
Mm-hmm.
You just getting drunk and trying to sing a Fall Out Boy song to your girlfriend in the middle of a campsite makes you a fucking tool.
Or in Safeway in the parking lot.
Or at the parking lot Safeway. I enjoy this song for the guilt, of it all, but I definitely don't think I sing along to it or anything like that when I listen to it. I just remember seeing Fall Out Boy when they were big off of this album. I remember seeing them at Warped Tour that year with Troy,
Mm-hmm.
and they were like one of the last bands to play on the fucking main stage.
Yeah.
And it's one of those like events where it's like, you always linger around for like the last couple of like acts on the main stage, and when one of them's Fall Out Boy, you don't always feel that validated by your entire day. But
I feel like this song it like epitomizes. I feel like it was the first of the like big emo pop bands that like made it big. Like it's such a nostalgia track to me, because I feel like as we go through some of the other playlists, we'll see some other examples of this, but like it kind of opened the door for a lot of other bands to go mainstream. And it's just like others have said, it's catchy as fuck. And this definitely almost made it on my playlist, because it's just it's a fucking for me at least, it's a banger for sure.
I would say this song is a degree away from a song that you put on one of your playlists, Jameson.
Exactly. Like they're in the same
year.
Same year, the same genre, the same everything. Like it was a moment in time, basically.
Yeah. Exactly.
It was for me, this was peak 2006. Like that was the start of that. But whenever I hear Fall Out Boy, and maybe it's just me, I don't understand anything he's fucking saying in his lyrics.
I can't either, man.
Like, I don't know what he's saying, especially the song Dance Dance.
Oh, yeah.
Especially the first time I heard Fall Out Boy was because they were on Madden 2006 with the song Dance Dance. Between them and fucking Avenged Sevenfold. That's another story. But, and I didn't understand the lyrics. I still don't know the lyrics to that song. I know like the words, like the sound the word makes. I don't know exactly what he's saying.
You at least know Dance Dance.
Yeah, he does have a unique vocal styling, we'll say, I suppose.
Yeah.
What's his name? Strump? Whatever.
Patrick Stump,
yeah.
But definitely, like I said, definitely one that's like it puts me right in that place, that's kind of why it's like that guilty pleasures thing. But the next song I think is definitely like the jump. That's where it takes a turn on this playlist.
Oh yeah,
for y'all.
This takes me back.
Mesmerized by Ja Rule and Ashanti, technically. Like, come on! Every single one of these songs you heard on the radio growing up.
Oh yeah.
And this is definitely the one, dude.
I don't.
This song's about the
understand how they could play this on the radio. Listen, dude, I've never actually heard this.
I texted you guys that first line. I was surprised, like when I finally was listening to this song. I was like, was that what he really says?
Yeah.
like the first line is so fucking funny to me. Like. Just that's it. He just said it again. I got a fetish for fucking you with a skirt on. Like, what is that? What is that?
He's just being honest.
I don't know. Like, there must have been a radio version, because that's the first line. There's no way the censors were gonna like hear this and be like, oh, "That's fine."
They probably just bleeded that entire line and just like moved to the next one.
I got it for hugging you with a skirt on.
Yeah, it's like, but yeah, This is like one of those songs again though. It just like it hits that like you know where the song goes, like where the song fits. It's like, and it's just like this. I don't know. It's just
that keyboard pan flute.
Yeah.
Oh, that's beautiful.
It's awesome.
It's a great pairing. Ja Rule and Ashanti too. It makes you wonder like if you're Ja Rule, where's your Ashanti? Okay, where's it? If you're Ashanti, where's your Ja Rule? Maybe he's still at the Fire Festival, but
it's kind of hilarious how Ja Rule just like basically completely dropped off of the hip hop scene because they just called him out as a poser because he like went to private school and he's just a total fraud. But
Totally.
it's a good song. It is.
Dude, I tell you, man. Like, I could play this for Nadine, and she'll love it too. You know, it's like it's one of those like I don't know, it hits.
Amy fucking loves your playlist, Jared. She wanted me to tell you every single one of these songs went onto her daily playlist after she listened to yours. Every fucking song.
Hell yeah!
Yes.
Which reminds me of, since I was the youngest of my siblings, and both had just had two older sisters that exclusively listened to pop music and specifically rap like this. Just riding around in my sister's car with just whatever the hit rap shit was at that point. It just like takes me back to that moment. 6th grade.
Bumping Ja Rule while your sister's driving you around. Hell yeah, dude.
Ludacris.
I feel like we should get Amy to make us a playlist too.
I would 100% be in on that.
That'd be
Shayna
fun.
said she wanted to make one too at some point, if that's a thing we want to do.
I'm down with it.
All right,
but he's welcome.
do the ladies playlist.
Yeah.
Oh, we're gonna get some trash on there.
Yep.
Jeez.
But I mean, can't be much trashier than Mesmerize though. And
What do you say, Caleb?
It's very unexpectedly trashy. That beat does not. It doesn't lead you to believe that that's what it's going to be like.
No.
They're making beautiful music about getting down and nasty, and
about people touching each other's skins.
It's a love story.
Releasing that oxytocin.
Yeah, it's wonderful. It is a bit whoa at times, but sometimes people express their love in different ways, and this is just one of them.
This is just one.
Have you never
A
whispered
beautiful one.
into a girl's ear that I have a fetish for fucking you with your skirt on?
I've never done that, but I don't know if I will ever do.
You've not lived yet.
You have to remember, it's in the back of the Yukon.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I need to get a Yukon.
You can rent one, so.
Oh, good idea.
Can you?
The backseat of a Yukon. Jesus Christ.
Oh, dealership. I need a
They'll pick
Yukon.
you up.
Are you doing that Ja Rule thing?
No.
Why am I wearing a skirt?
Okay. Well,
That's a pretty reasonably priced car.
Yukons? For sure.
Yeah.
And they get it exclusively for my fetish.
They're still making them, I guess.
Okay, but moving away from Ja Rule, how do you guys feel about the next track?
Oh, another nostalgic hit for me.
The next track, I definitely remember. Like, I remember hearing this song, one of the songs that Dusty had on his list, and like another, random one. It's all KW3 songs. Like, that's in this very particular 90s way. Yeah, Nelly Furtado, before she became a pop princess, had this lovely gem, I'm Like a Bird. Oh, come on.
I love this song.
Dude.
It's great. I don't think I've heard this song since it was probably playing on the radio, and hearing it again, it was just immediately. It's a moment in time. Once again, that's just one of those things.
Yeah.
I remember being very young listening to this song.
Yeah, I remember it from like the school bus when I was in like middle school, and it was really nice on the bus. It was just nice background noise, but listening to it, intentionally, it's other than the chorus, it's not as good, but it's still good.
It does kind of have a little bit of a drag right in the
The
middle.
verses are
the chorus.
kind of meh. That's like, I can't hear the verses on the bus. I just hear the wheels and the diesel engine, and then she pierces through the din as I'm sleepily riding to school and singing that. I'm like, oh, I wish I could just fly away.
It's like she definitely channeled like the little bit of who's that fucking Forrest Gump character now? I'm blank. Jenny, dude. Like this.
Jenny.
This song is like a
Fly like
anthem
a
for
bird,
Jenny.
far, far away.
Yeah, it's so sad though.
Oof.
Oh, poor people.
Yeah, I don't know. I just like you said, dude, this is just like a particular, like, every song on mine is like a time and place kind of thing, I think, and that this definitely is one of those cases. Like, I don't know.
That's definitely where, that's where this takes me back.
I remember seeing this music video on MTV when they still played music videos like every morning getting ready for school.
Yeah. Yeah, well, if I'm correct, like, and I not that I'm like a Nelly Furtado like fan or anything really, like, but
super.
Oh, you just totally missed out on saying Nelly Furtado aficionado.
Oh, man.
I want that as a T-shirt.
But like, she had this song.
Old Heart Radio T-shirt. Nelly Furtado aficionado.
Dude, that'd be perfect, actually.
Oh, no.
But there's like this song, and this was like prior to her being kind of like, I think this was like the song that broke her as like an artist.
Yeah.
But after this, it became like she became like kind of like a club pop singer. Like
really?
It was like yeah. She started doing like features with like rappers and stuff like that. And it was like such a weird difference from when I remember this song coming up, because I felt like there was more plaid in this music video than there was, there was in her like the future of her career. Yeah. So it was just an interesting transition. But yeah, I don't know.
Got lost
I always, I'm like a bird. I want to fly away. Come on, we all want to feel that freedom.
Maybe she didn't fly away. She got lost in the seedy underbelly of the nightclub scene.
She got lost at the Roxbury, man.
Oh no.
But I mean, it's not like I don't know. I don't think it's the worst song on the playlist. I think out of my songs, that
solid.
It's a pretty decent one. But the last one is California by Phantom Planet, which again is just like it was
another era of our life.
Mm-hmm. It was everywhere for so fucking long.
Yeah.
And it's like, I was telling Nadine this. I was like, this is probably the only song about California that I would like still care to listen to. Like, California as a subject is not like something like I'm looking to like be, serenaded about, or
it's
like
on my California playlist for sure.
I mean, it's I don't know. I don't have a California playlist.
Dusty, do you have a California playlist?
I was just like,
that
wait,
you'd like to share with us on this podcast?
I'll get it to you later this week.
All right, good. I'll be expecting it.
Going to California's on it.
It's just this song and like 50 Red Hot Chili Peppers songs.
Yeah, I was gonna say. It's just...
There's that Death Cab Los Angeles song.
I mean, as far as songs about California go, it's not my favorite, but it's not my least favorite.
Fair enough. What would be your least favorite if you have one off the top of your? Do you have one off the top of your?
Everybody knows everybody's least favorite California song.
Basically, most of the repertoire of the Red Hot Chili Peppers, but my favorite would be "California Girls" by Katy Perry.
Unexpected choice, but I respect it.
But yeah, this song's fine. I don't really remember it from like back in the day all that much, so it was kind of new to me. I must have missed it, but it was just kind of, it's fine.
It was an OC thing.
Yeah,
it was the theme song for the OC, and so like you watch some of that, or you it was just like OC. The OC became such a weird part of like pop culture for a second that it became like this was like
song,
this song made Phantom Planet's career. Like
well,
like I don't think I can name a single other track that they ever did, but
because that was like, when did OC come out? 2004.
Yeah, it would have been like the post 9/11.
Yeah. But Phantom Planet, a lot of people don't realize this, is I believe Jason Schwartzman is the drummer in that band.
Wait, really?
So
I think
that's where a lot of the connections came from for them getting big. But
I think so. It's like, well, Jason Schwartzman's like, the actor is like related to one of the members of Rooney. And
because his brother is like Rooney, I think, or something.
And he also has this other band that's called like, they have like, Jason Schwartzman has a band right now that has a shitty song about California that's like that like plays at every fucking cafe on repetition all the time, and I cannot remember the name of it, but yeah, they're all like them and Phantom Planet and all that, like that's like this weird little like, I don't know. Yeah. California music scene of bands singing about California.
I mean, the band started in '94, so it was before he actually hit it big as an actor. But he left the band in 2003 once he hit it big. So.
He's like, I've done Rushmore.
You gave me like a very visceral reaction just now. I was thinking about an entire scene of bands from California that only sing about California. It just made me angry to think about.
Yep.
But that seems like a really California thing, though.
It really does. I think like, it was just so close to something that might be true. Like, it could be a thing.
I mean,
I'm just angry thinking about it.
I could be wrong, but growing up in Washington, I have a bit of hatred for California because I think that of the West Coast states, Washington's just way fucking better.
Yeah.
But for this song, god damn, is it repetitive as fuck. Holy shit. But it is super, I mean, of the few words that they say, it's catchy and it is a nostalgia track for sure. But goddamn, I think you could make this song 1 minute and get the gist of it.
It's true. You can literally leave this as like the amount of time it took for the opening credits of the OC.
The OC,
you don't need more of that.
Yep.
But I will say, just really quick, that song I was talking about, that Jason Schwartzman's most current band, it's called Coconut Records, and that shitty song is the one that just came on the radio station for my playlist.
Oh man,
that song's all West Coast and it's fucking awful. It's, yeah. Well, okay. Hopefully that's the last song about California for the night, because we still have one more playlist to get through. Caleb, you better buckle up your seatbelt there, pal.
Speaking of the seedy nightclub scene.
What are you talking about?
You were talking about the seedy Never mind. Whatever. Go ahead.
I know what I was talking about, but why are you bringing it up?
Why are you bringing it up? Well, Caleb, your playlist kicks off with a real doozy.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Shania Twain's "Man, I Feel Like a Woman." Okay.
I mean, there you go. See, dude, that's all you have to do. Like it's so fucking catchy. And so my sister and my aunt and whatnot listened to this quite a bit when I was growing up, and I had quite the crush on Shania. And this song is just really good. Like all things, it's just fucking catchy.
That whole album is good, man.
I love it so much. I really like this song a lot.
It does have a kick to it. I will say that, man. There's this part where it literally cuts out. She goes, I love it.
Production on that track is so good.
Yeah.
This song just perfectly epitomizes Wenatchee in the 90s for me. Like it's so, and I think that, I don't know about your guys' parents, but this is the type of music that my parents listened to. They would go out and sing karaoke at Trav's every Friday. And it's just like, this is like, for me, my parents' generation, 90s Wenatchee.
Yeah.
Like, this is a theme song for it. Like, or at least this style of music. And Shania, she was gorgeous at the time too. Like, oh, so hot.
Dude.
But now it's just a laughable track for me, for sure.
It definitely, I'd say it makes me laugh a lot too. It just kind of puts a smile on my face because I just can't help. Like, at this point, I can't take it. Yeah, this is from the guy who had Britney Spears and Nelly Furtado on this.
Yep. Oh man. Caleb, the man who brought us Slaughter to Prevail, brings us Shania Twain today.
I was so surprised by this one, man. But yeah. I mean, what's your most what's your biggest memory with this song, Caleb?
Just like being at one of my aunt's houses and it coming on like CMT or whatever, and I wasn't allowed to watch like MTV or any secular stuff growing up. So, but
but this CMT was all right.
This kind of shit would slip through. My dad didn't like it, but the women in my family were big country fans, and I just I love the little, I don't know if it's guitar or what at the beginning, that hook, and it's just
horns.
Is it horns? I don't know, but whatever it is.
I have a fun fact about those horns later.
It's fucking catchy, and I just remember being like sitting there a young boy and just like, no, I'm too cool to like this, but secretly I was like, this is so fucking awesome. I don't care. I love it.
This song, fun fact about me, first concert I ever went to was Shania Twain at the Gorge.
Oh, wow.
Ooh.
It was on this tour when she was like,
nice.
she transcended from country to pop.
Oh yeah.
Like, and she's the first country artist I can really remember doing that.
Yeah, suck at Taylor Swift.
And yeah, no, she walks so Taylor Swift could run, as they say.
She
But
tripped and fell.
That whole album was a banger.
It's true.
It's like, and I feel like one man there was, it's one about the rock, her boyfriend being a rocket. Oh, that don't impress me much.
Yeah.
Yep.
So,
Oh, that's right.
That whole album, though.
It's not wrong.
Great album.
What was your fact about the horns, Nick?
Oh, the horns. So Shania, personally had to fight super hard to get those horns in there, because she wanted like a big band feel for it. She was like, this is exactly what Dusty was talking about. This is like right when she was trying to like bust away from just being country. She wanted to go pop, and they're like, no, you can't do that. You're not going to succeed. And she was like, well, Dolly did it, so I'm going to do it. And it's like, it's one of those moments that Dolly Parton, walked so that Shania Twain could soar.
You don't fuck with Shania.
Because Dolly, Shania, and then supposedly Taylor Swift.
Don't.
Yep. It was
she had that song "Come On Over."
Yeah, that was a good one. But you have to respect her for doing that. Like, hopping from country to pop is not something a lot of people can do.
No,
she did.
You're right.
Oh, You're Still the One.
That whole album is just full of winners, man.
But what about
does that album have the song from Con Air in it?
I don't know.
I haven't seen it.
Caleb, what about the next track? Because the next track, I don't think was like an artist that successfully jumped from country to pop.
It was always kind of like folkish pop from the 60s and 70s.
I don't know if it was ever like pop though. Like, I don't know if John Denver ever got like full like.
No. Oh, I mean, he got some hits though. He got Country Roads.
Fair enough. I mean, but where did Calypso come from? Because this song, the way it begins is just so fucking hilarious.
So I'll tell you a little story about Calypso. Some of it's my theory and conjecture, but John Denver was a country boy, moved out to Colorado, and he liked to smoke weed, and he loved the ocean and nature and stuff. And he was a great storyteller. So I think he was really, really high. And he had this like imagining of a ship called Calypso and it going into this port and bringing all these amazing stories about things going on out in the world beyond that place. And he's singing about talking to dolphins and shit.
Yeah. And
the notes that he's hitting and the bell, and it's just triumphant. And I listen to it every time I go fishing.
It's triumphant is a word for it. I just don't know why it applies. It has that feel, right? It crescendos quite a bit. Like it crescendos and then backs off, and then this it's a wave hitting you.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's it's such a soft wave though. Like it's like there's nothing heavy about it. There's no weight behind it. But it's I don't know. It's just so weird. I have no way of describing what I feel about this song. Besides, it was really hilarious, but also I'm like, we're kind of it made me more intrigued by John Denver than I wanted to be.
He's great.
You know what I mean?
John Denver
what
is
the fuck
awesome.
is up with Denver over here?
I'm a huge fan of Mile High Johnny.
Mile High Johnny.
He's not Mile High anymore.
Oh, he's dead.
Shit.
Crashed a plane and died.
And in the ocean, and then starfish were eating his face when they found him.
Wait, really?
I think he would have liked that though, because he's a spiritual man. He believed in nature.
That's kind of how a Tibetan sky funeral works. So John Denver would definitely be aware of what a Tibetan sky funeral is.
We lost him too soon, but
I disagree.
Yeah, dive into some John Denver. You won't regret
Jesus.
it.
Yeah, I love John Denver actually, and I really enjoyed this song. It's not one that I had seen in his catalog, but it's super cheesy, but also it just gives you such a, I don't know, it gives me a good, happy feeling.
Dude, it does. It's just weird. It's just such a weird vibe you get. Like my Calypso, like the way he sings about it is like you were saying, it's triumphant. It's like, it makes you, I don't know, gives you this warm, fuzzy feeling about like what the stories could be. I don't know, man. Maybe I'm just like way too, maybe I'm too high to be talking about John Denver.
So the yodeling in it too.
Nope. Dude, there's so many random things. Like the fucking bells, like, are so weird to me. Like the bells remind me of that, like, instantly that John Denver was in like some like shitty Christmas movies before he died. You know, things like that. Like, you're just like, you know, like it feels like such a hodgepodge of shit happening in this song. But again, I'm for some reason personally, like, I'm just intrigued by it. Like,
I fucking hate John Denver.
Oh, no.
I'm sorry. It was one of the okay, like the friendly ones that could be played in the super Christian household I had growing up. So I listened to a lot of them, and I fucking can't stand his music, man. He's soft as hell.
He's super soft. Yeah,
it's fucking miserable.
Soft rock.
Between him and the Carpenters,
he's a tender boy.
I have some very strong theories why I wound up listening to as much metal as I do.
But really, like,
going in the opposite direction. Yeah.
Not even Country Roads Take Me Home. Like, you don't even like that.
That's an exception because that's not really a Denver song. That's who else is on that?
That song belongs to the world.
Nationally.
Song belongs to
public domain.
Yeah, it might be. That song's okay. It's more of a meme than anything else at this point, but God, I can't fucking stand John Denver. If I ever hear that goddamn song about getting sunshine in his eyes, I'm gonna cut my goddamn wrists.
Don't forget to black your eyes, though.
Bill, do you have strong feelings about this?
Not particularly.
Do you want to listen to more John Denver after this?
No. Him and John Cougar Mellencamp are the same person to me. So
just a couple of Johns.
I do have some actual guilt over John Cougar Mellencamp. Is that I can never actually give him a fair shot as a musician because I'm like Schrodinger conditioned to get nauseous when I hear his music. My parents would play John Cougar Mellencamp on car trips, and I would get car sick every goddamn time. But now I can't hear John Cougar Mellencamp without wanting to throw up.
Oh,
and it's not it's not Mellencamp's fault. That's my parents' fault.
It's Freud's fault.
Can't put that on
no, it's Pavlov's fault.
Yeah, Pavlovian conditioning.
Yeah, Pavlov's dogs.
Well, okay. What about the next track here? So, it's definitely a turn from John Denver.
Yes.
It's a song called "I Had This Thing," and what's the name of the group? What was it?
It's Röyksopp.
Röyksopp.
Yeah, they're from Norway. They were kind of, I don't know, it's not really like a guilty thing, but it's just kind of this type of music, just mopey, sad, like synth pop from Scandinavia. And
yeah.
I just really love it. It's real sad, but it's real purty. And
it is a really nice track, actually, dude. Like, I really like. I mean, there is a certain like kind of sadness and mopiness, like you said about it, but I mean, it's still like a pretty like upbeat song. Like, that being said, you know, I mean, it's just, I don't know. I did not mind this one out.
It's bumping, kind of soft, but the whole album's really, really good. I could have picked a number of songs from this, but it just reminds me of being in Colorado in the winter and like driving to go to, you know, formation in the morning when I was in the Army, and just like being kind of miserable, but just sort of like enjoying it and wallowing it by listening to sad Norway music.
You're like, this will get you through. Sometimes it does, dude. Sometimes you just put a couple of songs on that you know will just like fucking stick with you for the day and just get you through your fucking day. That's interesting though. Yeah, I guess like I said, I didn't mind this. What about the rest of you guys? Like,
I enjoyed it. This undoes the Denver from the last track. This I don't know why this is a guilty pleasure. I would have taken this completely seriously if you put it in your regular playlist. I'm going to be listening to more Röyksopp. Röyksopp. If I ever learn how to say it.
Röyksopp. So it's not like I don't really feel guilty about it. Like, it's not like that. It's just I don't feel guilty about any of these. I think it's just stuff that you guys wouldn't expect me to like, especially going off of my other playlist. This is kind of a little different.
Yeah. But I totally agree with Nick, and I felt the same way. Like, I listened to it 2 or 3 times. I was like, I fucking like this song. This is pretty good.
Song. Yeah.
The album's called The Inevitable End. Check it out.
the inevitable.
I like synth pop, man.
That just takes me back to Savage Garden. Really.
What? I'm gonna need some clarification on that.
Yeah, me
This
too.
says Savage Garden vibes, in my opinion.
Pretty sure Royksoff is gonna tune into this and be like, "This is the first fucking time anyone's ever compared us
Yeah,
to Savage Garden before."
Do you not like Savage Garden?
No, and I don't agree with
dislike
your
Savage
assessment.
Garden.
Savage Garden's good.
I mean, no beef with Savage Garden, not like particularly, but
I'm gonna start beef with Savage Garden.
I'm just wondering, like, I'm trying to find that connection. I guess I
It's
never dug
that-
too hard into Savage Garden.
It's just
Like
that
maybe their
like,
later stuff.
mopey voice with like the
This
distancy.
song reminds me
similar
like
sound.
I feel like I've heard similar songs on advertised on one of the Now It's Music disc compilations.
Mm-hmm.
Like that kind of like electronic. Yeah, it was like, I don't know, maybe like an early 2000s, late 90s thing. Like, I guess I can see what you're saying, Gil, because I put them in this song in a similar category as Eiffel.
Yes, that was up there as well. Yeah.
Yeah, blue, whatever that song is.
Eiffel 65.
Thank you, Nick. Thank you.
This is a bit more modern than that, but yeah, I see what you're saying.
But
Didn't hate
I don't
it. I mean, I like Savage Garden. So
It's kind of like it was housey, but it was a little techy. Little, I guess maybe deep tech house. No, I'm just splitting hairs though.
it's like where does it exactly fit?
is it morning jazz, noon jazz,
It's
evening
synth pop.
jazz?
It's just good synth pop.
So liquor cabinet rock, like what is
liquor
it?
cabinet rock? Is it
Black and
gent?
deathcore.
God, I found a band on Spotify. It was a new release. Their name was Daddy Butt Rock. And it sounded exactly like you'd expect. It was the nastiest butt rock.
Oh,
So it's just Clutch Incognito.
No, Clutch was good. Clutch is dab rock.
After your death punch.
Okay, so coming off of that track, which is not that bad, we have
Not that bad.
a Mariah Carey song, which is, listen, if I had to pick if I had to pick a winner between Britney Spears and Mariah Carey, Britney Spears every time.
Like in a street fight?
Yeah, definitely.
no.
Like that's
Mariah Carey's.
The WWE match?
All right,
I will
listen,
say
listen.
this: Mariah Carey, to her credit, has a very incredible vocal range that she has
Yes.
not necessarily lost with age. She's kind of like kept a pretty impressive range as she's gotten older. So
So listen, I'm gonna tell you all.
Celebrity death match. So
I'm gonna tell you all why you're fucking wrong. This song, "Fantasy" by Mariah Carey, is just such a good example. Like, she's doing those whistle tones. She's singing some sweet runs. She's doing that whispered voice. All of it. It's amazing. It's super catchy. I love that synth. That little tick 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 tick. But
it's like trying to be a guitar, but it's a synth guitar.
whatever it is, I fucking dig it. This one, I never skip this when it comes on the shuffle.
well, I guess like for me, like it's like Mariah Carey was one of the pop princesses that I just kind of like glossed over when they were like all big. You know,
There was
and
a
so
lot
like I don't really have there was a lot, and like there is, and that's what I mean, where it's like I think like I've like listened to more of her stuff in retrospect than I ever did like in the moment or anything like that. So that's why I think like she kind of completely like misses for me for the most part.
No. When we're talking about S tier pop divas, vocalists, we got Whitney, we got Mariah, and then I think it's safe at this point to put Ariana in there. And
Who's Ariana?
Ariana Grande.
Are you kidding? You're gonna be skewered alive for making that list and not including Beyonce. We're in
Beyonce,
danger right now.
Yeah, Beyonce. That's true. Yeah,
And-
that's true. No, it's true.
Tina had pretty good pipes as well.
Yeah, Tina. Okay. Yeah, so there's a number of them that go in S tier. Mariah is one of them. That's my point. And Britney, she's awesome. Love Britney. She is not in the S tier.
We're gonna need like a legal disclaimer on this just for our own personal safety.
No,
crossing
no
some
offense
lines
to Queen
here,
Bee.
man.
Sorry.
Yeah, there's no Bayhives that have been poked on this episode. Okay, intentionally.
Honorable mentions include Adele and Florence.
Where's Hillary Duff on this list?
Okay.
That's a good question. Where's Ashley Simpson sit?
Where's Jessica sit?
Yeah. Who's
higher on the
got
list?
Jessica or Ashley?
That's sit in your fucking tower and nap.
Same question for Nick and Aaron Carter.
Ooh, yeah, it is applicable. Aaron Carter's probably higher though.
My biggest beef with this song and just this whole moment of music is the over singing. Like, it's great. Like they can sing, but just adding the extra over singing into everything.
Yeah.
Just fucking why? It is so it's so eye rolling.
Like filler.
Yeah.
It's like filler. Just meh.
Yeah, there'll be like one, like she'll be singing like one part of like, she'll be singing some lyrics, and then over the top of it, there'll be like an overdub, like yeah,
exactly.
And it's like it is like, again, like I do think I will give her credit where like I think she does have a really good voice, but it's this song at least is like really like it's just a lot going on. And for not somebody who's never really dug into Mariah, I was like, what is happening with this Mariah Carey song? But
the beat is banging though.
I will say, not the worst. Like I mean, I would put that song above some Britney Spears songs. I'll say it. I'm not big enough to wait. I am big enough to say that. That's what I'm saying.
Like, wait, what are you not big enough to do, man? What can we help you with?
What do you need, man? What do you need?
You can't. You're not big enough to fuck with Mimi.
We can support you through whatever it is you're not big enough to get through.
None of us are.
But so jumping from Mariah to the last track on your playlist, Caleb, which is a banger, we'll say.
Yes, it is.
Like where did this song come from? I remember this song was everywhere for a hot second. It felt like heaven. The Cascada remix, like what was it, Maniana?
You don't need to worry about that. It's the Cascada.
Yeah, that's like as soon as there was like an artist name below that, I was like, there's actually somebody that sings this.
No, it's her. Don't worry about those other two.
Was this on you just because of the ever-present nature of it for a while? Why do you get into this song?
So this was another school bus jam. Yeah. I really specifically remember like exactly like the street that I was on the bus on the way home after school, and this came on, and I remember like my headphones weren't working that day, and I just had to listen to the radio, which was usually not fun, but this came on, and I didn't want to admit it to myself, but I was like, fuck, I really like this. Like in
your black clothes.
Yeah, like 7th, 8th grade kind of shit.
Wearing his camo pants for sure.
And just hated pop music, but I was like, this is really fucking good. And then I think that's kind of what like led me later on in life to really appreciate EDM, because there's some stuff like this that's just like, it's cheesy, but it's just like pure and joyful and all major tonality and just bumping.
Yeah,
I mean, just to put a label on the jar of it, like I didn't realize this is like hard style, like
a little bit.
There's definitely some hard style nasty beat part to it that is I didn't, but I remember this being played at like middle school dances and stuff when you would have, and it's like, fuck, this is just weird and out of place for how big it was.
Definitely,
of course.
I do agree. I think the song is it just goes kind of hard at times, and it's just a really basic like positive song, like overall, like, and it's meant to just like, you got energy, get it, you know. It's like and it accomplishes that like every time. Like that's the thing. It like as it's aged, it still has that, like, you know. And I think that's kind of cool.
It's just a song you listen to when you're all hopped up on Mountain Dew.
Yeah.
Caleb, I gotta say, like, of your entire playlist, this is the song that I listened to like many times.
Yep.
I had a weird amount of enjoyment for for this song. It was like I'm listening to it again now, but it has those like super hard that I mean maybe hard style, but it just feels like this super hard like trance tones to it, and there's like just straight up Eurobeat in the back half. It's nonsense. This whole song is a mess.
It's beautiful.
But I love it.
Dusty, what about you?
It definitely takes me back to that shitty time, middle school. Just that music. Yeah, I with her tattoo up there, but this was actually a much more catchier song, which I enjoyed back in the day. So I was glad to see it come on there.
Yeah, I mean, overall, I would say like, weirdly enough, Caleb, like I got like a couple of things to follow up on. Like you made me intrigued by other John Denver songs, and I'm like, God, dude, maybe I just need to keep some of that energy up with some of this EDM that you got.
Yeah, there's some good shit out there.
But yeah, I mean, like you said, I think you said it earlier, Caleb. Like I don't necessarily feel like guilty pleasures is just like an interesting way of like framing this. I don't feel like terribly guilty about anything I like necessarily. It's sort of like things you don't expect from
Mm-hmm.
and that's really like what like all of these have been, these three. And we got another episode where we're gonna be covering Jameson and Nick's, or Jameson and Dusty. Sorry, Jesus, and that'll be kind of interesting to further explore. And I think this is kind of an interesting. I would like to keep this theme alive a little bit. Like I think it'd be fun to every now and then for us to slap together like 5 more tracks of like random shit that we wouldn't expect from each other. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because there's there's lots of that.
Your top music from '97, that kind of thing.
That's basically all mine was like a walk-through time.
I didn't have any fastball on my list, so that's.
Oh God. But yeah, I think this is an interesting format because it's just, and I think people should do this with their friends more often, where it's like, you don't know what to expect sometimes. I think it's good, but yeah, I don't know. We'll leave it. We'll call it there. This is what we didn't even announce at the beginning. Is this episode 6 technically? Do you guys know? I think
it was 6 in the email.
Yeah. Okay.
Is it going to be? Or is it 5 because of the lost episode?
It could be like
5 was the tooth cracker.
Okay, so 6.
Well, we got it's more like 0.5 with the lost episode because we got halfway through mine.
Yeah.
Should we start counting from that 0.5, or we just
yes, it's math.
That doesn't mean that's going to throw off the labeling system.
We're at 5.5.
5.5.
So then I guess the next one would make it an even 6.
No. Oh yeah. Yeah, these aren't full
numbers.
I hate math.
The behind the scenes things.
I used all my math this week at work. So